Hey, Mike with MacDonald.com here, and today's video I'll be walking you through how to avoid the top 10 most common Facebook advertising mistakes that pest control companies make, so let's get into it. Now, first and foremost, running Facebook ads for your pest control company can be an extremely effective way to generate more pest control leads for your business. But if you've tried Facebook advertising in the past and haven't seen the results that you've been hoping for, or maybe you're running them currently and just not seeing the type of leads you're expecting, these common mistakes can be key reasons why you're not seeing the results you are hoping for. So with that said, let's jump into the list. Now, the first mistake is to not optimize your pest control website before running Facebook ads. Now, a lot of people make this mistake when they run ads for their pest control company and they're sending their ads to their website, but maybe it was something that was built on a very simple template, or maybe it doesn't look professional, or maybe the website itself isn't mobile friendly, so it's not very functional, or maybe you're advertising your business strictly on Facebook, but you either don't have a website or it's not optimized for conversions. So when people go and do research on your business after seeing your ads, your website's very unprofessional and it leads to them not hiring your service. So first and foremost, you want to optimize your pest control website for conversions. And this is going to be things like having a clickable phone number in the menu or headline, having clear calls to action throughout your website. So whether that's calling you to request an estimate, scheduling a free inspection, maybe it's downloading some type of pest proofing guide or some type of value-based resource you offer related to pest control. There's a lot of options, but make sure your website is fully optimized for conversions, as that can make your Facebook advertising strategy that much more effective. All right, the second thing that you want to do is once you have your website set up, you want to make sure that you install the Facebook pixel or metapixel. Now, I won't go into the specific details on how you install a Facebook pixel in this video, but we do have a link to one of our blog posts in the description of this video that walk you through step by step how to install that Facebook pixel for your pest control website. So be sure to do that, because that's going to allow you to track visitors to your website through each stage of the buying journey, and it'll also let you to effectively optimize for conversions from your Facebook ads that are going to your website. So be sure to install the Facebook pixel and make sure it's done correctly, as it's a key factor to the success of your Facebook advertising campaigns. The third way to optimize your Facebook ads and to avoid poor performance is to choose the right objective your ads are optimized for. Now, we see this a lot when people just get started. They're running ads that go to their contact us page or their request an estimate page or their free inspection page. And you definitely want to send people there as part of your advertising strategy. But when they're doing this, they're choosing the wrong objective on Facebook for that traffic. So for example, maybe they're just sending a traffic campaign or trying to get clicks to that landing page. Sure, that's one step, but you're really trying to optimize for conversions. Or maybe again, you have an ad that talks about hiring your service and it's set to go to your estimate page or your free inspection page, but the ad itself is optimized to get likes for your Facebook page or some other vanity metric that's not really important to your end goal of that ad. So that's something you really want to keep in mind, is make sure you choose the right objective. And in most cases, this is going to be conversions in the form of leads or people requesting estimates or requesting free inspections from your website. So make sure you choose that conversion objective and not some other objective that doesn't suit your end goal for the ad you're running. The fourth way to optimize your Facebook ads is to talk about benefits, not features. A key mistake people make all the time is only talking about features of their pest control service. And to your average person that doesn't really understand pest control, they pretty much will see every single company the exact same way. If you offer bed bug removal or rodent removal or pest control treatments in general, they see those things as the exact same from company to company. And so if that's all you're selling on is the features, they're really just going to do a price comparison and likely hire the cheapest service. However, if you're focused on benefits and what people get beyond the features, you'll sell your products and services a lot more effectively, and this can really increase your conversions. So make sure your messaging has a benefits focus, not just a feature focus when you're advertising on Facebook, and it will really help you increase conversions. The fifth most common mistake we see is people using stock photos So how to avoid this is use real photos in your Facebook advertising. And why this is important, it helps for a lot of reasons, but most people do business with companies that they know, like, and trust. And when they see real photos of your happy technicians in action, it goes a long way to build trust and credibility for your business. Some things that you want to keep in mind: you want to make sure your photos are high resolution, they're taken in good lighting, and that they tell a story with the photo. And so again, a great way to do this, as I mentioned, is to take photos of your technicians in action. So let's say, for example, you offer a barrier treatment around homes. Use that type of imagery in your ads. So you might have a technician spraying a barrier around a home. People see that they're doing something. They see you have real people. They're happy. They're professional looking. It goes a long way to build trust and credibility versus just using a stock photo. And often that actually reduces trust and credibility versus building it. Again, you want your ads to stand out in a good way on the platform, and you want to have them look natural within the news feed. And so using real photos can do that, but if you use stock photos, it will stand out in a bad way, and a lot of times people will just scroll right past your ads. So make sure you use real photos in your advertisements, as that can really boost the conversion rates from your Facebook ads. The sixth common mistake we see is people only advertising for the sale. And so how to avoid this is you want to advertise throughout the entire buyer's journey on Facebook. And so what does that mean? Well, there's a ton of people out there that have never heard of your pest control company, and maybe they've not even considered using a pest control service. They've just focused around DIY or do-it-yourself pest control and buy various products from the store, and they don't see a lot of results. So again, you might target people that are in that awareness stage, or maybe they have an interest, they think they have a pest issue, or they know they have a pest issue and they're not sure what to do. You want to target those people as well. And then you also want to target people that are ready to hire a pest control service, that are actively looking, and create advertisements that separate yourself from the competition and why they should hire you. Again, this circles back to those real photos and benefits messaging. And then you also maybe even want to target people that have already bought from you, but maybe you want to set them up on some type of recurring treatment service or preventative service. Those are great people to target as well. So you want to have your ads target each stage of the buying journey and create offers that target those levels and really guide people from awareness all the way to hiring your pest control service as part of your Facebook advertising campaign. So don't just limit it to the buying stage, as that can cause your ads to be a lot more expensive and really leave a lot of sales on the table. The seventh common mistake we see people make is not using social proof in their ads. So how to avoid that is using social proof. And so what does that mean? Well, social proof is reviews and testimonials from happy customers speaking highly of your service. So it's a third party saying how great your pest control service is versus just you saying how great your pest control service is. Obviously, most companies out there are going to speak highly about their own service, but when it's a happy customer, they can be the best salespeople out there. So use these testimonials, use these reviews in your advertising strategy to help people convert. Again, one of the first things people do in the research phase, if they're looking to hire a pest control company, is they're going to look at your company's reviews. So make it easy for them. Don't make them have to search out the different reviews you have. Include them right in your advertisements and highlight the key things your happy customers are saying. And it can go a long way to increase conversion rates for your ads. The eighth common mistake people make is that they don't use retargeting. So how to avoid that, again, is to use retargeting and remarketing in your Facebook ad strategy. And so what this looks like, I talked about it a little bit before, but you want to start off by installing a Facebook pixel so you can track people throughout the buyer's journey. And then you want to advertise throughout the entire buyer journey based on that pixel data. And so again, this can look like running some type of value-based video that's educating people on the benefits of pest control, or maybe it's a few pest control tips, a simple value-based video. You can set that out targeting your target audience, and then people that engage with that video or watch that video, you can retarget them with some type of offer. So maybe it starts out small, like a lead magnet or a pest proofing guide. That way you can get them on your email list. You can get their foot in the door to learn about your company and pest control in general. And then you take it to the next level, where once someone downloads that guide, now you're advertising to set up a free inspection with your company. So again, it gets your people there in front of them. They can run an inspection around the home. They maybe will find actual pests in the home that you need to treat immediately, or maybe you can just educate them of potential weaknesses around their home, and you can set up some type of maintenance program to prevent pests over the long term. So there's a lot of options, but you want to advertise throughout each stage of the buying journey with retargeting, and it can also help reduce the costs of your ad campaigns. Typically, when you're advertising to a cold audience that doesn't trust you, the cost per conversion is much higher than someone that already knows, likes, and trusts you. So that's another great benefit of using this retargeting strategy, is it can help you generate leads and sales for your pest control company at a lower cost than just advertising to a cold audience alone. So make sure you use retargeting as part of your Facebook ad strategy. The ninth most common mistake we see is that people don't use tracking and analytics and don't optimize their ads. A lot of people have the mentality of sort of a set it and forget it mindset, where they set up their ads, they think that that's just going to cause leads to flood in, and they're good to go. And really, that's not the case. Advertising effectively on Facebook requires ongoing management and optimization to help you get the best results. And so you want to pay attention to some key metrics to get those results. So some common ones that you want to look at are things like the cost per conversion, the cost per click, the click-through rate, and your landing page view percentage. And so again, cost per conversion, that one's pretty obvious. You want to make sure that continually gets lower, or is at least within range of being profitable for you, so you get enough sales on the back end to cover the cost of your advertising. The other ones like click-through rate and cost per click, if these things are really high, this can be a signal that you're either targeting the wrong people, or maybe your messaging isn't resonating with the people that you're targeting, or even that your offer or landing page isn't optimized for conversions. When it comes to the landing page view percentage, this just means the people that click on your ad, how many of them actually get to the landing page and have it load fully. And so if this isn't happening, again, it could be that there's issues with your website itself. So maybe it runs slow, maybe it's not mobile friendly, maybe they get to the landing page and the first thing they see isn't congruent with what the ad was talking about, so they leave immediately. Lots of different things like that. Pay attention to these key metrics and optimize your ads based on the data that you're seeing to get the best results. And if you aren't doing this, you're leaving a lot of money on the table, and it could be a reason why your ads weren't converting. Even if you were targeting the right people, there might have been some other issues you weren't accounting for, which was leading to poor results. So make sure you use tracking and analytics and optimize your ads for key performance indicators to make sure that you get the best results. Often you might consider hiring a marketing agency to help you with this if this is all new territory for you. Now, the 10th most common Facebook advertising mistake we see pest control companies make that we'll talk about in this video is a lack of follow-up in the sales process. And so this comes in a lot of different ways, but it's a key thing to understand, because even if you have on-point Facebook ads, they're converting a lot of pest control leads. If you aren't converting sales on the back end, or you don't have a follow-up process that works, this can be a key reason why you aren't converting sales. So ask yourself things like, how often are you following up with these pest control leads? How soon are you following up with these pest control leads? For those that aren't ready to hire your company immediately, what do you do with them? These are key questions you want to ask, and this falls into your follow-up process. So first and foremost, make sure you have someone on your sales team, or maybe it's yourself if you're just starting out, to follow up with these leads as soon as possible when they come in. As I talked about earlier, for most people, one pest control company is going to look like the exact same as another pest control company. So if you don't follow up quickly, or don't follow up at all, or maybe you don't answer the phone when people call, whatever the case might be, that could be a deciding factor on whether they hire you or not. It's just that small follow-up process. Again, if you are advertising for each stage of the buyer's journey, you might have people that become a lead that aren't maybe ready to hire you yet. They're in that research stage. So are you following up with them? One key way to do that on an automated fashion was with a follow-up email series. Now again, this series shouldn't just be sell, sell, sell. It should be value-based and focus on educating your potential customers on why they should hire your pest control service, and even just the general benefits of pest control in general. Again, as I mentioned, a lot of people might be doing their own pest control and maybe you don't necessarily see the full benefits of hiring a pest control service to do it. So you want to educate them on the difference in your products, the difference of working with a service versus trying to do it on their own. Educate them on the value of having ongoing pest control treatments on maybe a monthly or a quarterly basis. Again, whatever the case might be, you want to continue to sell people through education on why a pest control service is the right fit for them, but more importantly, why your pest control service is right for them versus the competition. So make sure you have these follow-up processes on the sales front and on the email automation side of things to help you turn these cold leads into warm leads that are ready to buy from you. So again, make it a point to avoid these 10 common Facebook advertising mistakes for pest control companies. And when you do, it can really help you boost conversions and bring in more pest control clients for your business. So again, hopefully you got a ton of value out of this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. And if all of this Facebook advertising talk seems a little bit overwhelming, don't worry because we're here to help. We actually put together a digital marketing audit that you can take advantage of where we can analyze your pest control business marketing and your Facebook advertising strategy to help you generate more leads for your pest control business. So if you'd like to schedule that audit with our team, there'll be a link in the description below to do so. And we also put together a free guide on 5 easy ways to generate pest control leads for your pest control business. So if you'd like to download that guide for free, there'll actually be a link in the description below as well where you can access that. So be sure to check for that there. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to get the latest updates of new videos we put out to help you build a profitable business. But thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.